Coming up in this video, we are going to show you how to incorporate lentils into sandwich bread to fill you up and keep you going longer. Hi, welcome to Mennonite Farmhouse. I'm Leanne, and if you're new to my channel, I do cooking and baking from scratch, canning and dehydrating videos. If that sort of thing interests you, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell to be notified when I upload my next video. Today's video is part of Bean Bonanza, hosted by Prepper Potpourri. There's going to be a few challenges here giving you new ideas or old to use lentils or beans from your pantry, because you know we always buy those in bulk and somehow we just go for the potatoes because they're handy or something else. So I hope to inspire you with this recipe because I actually tried it because of this collaboration and I love it. So on my hunt for a recipe using either beans, lentils, or peas, I found this recipe, Wholesome sandwich bread, and I looked over in the ingredients while I was making it to try out for you. I noticed it was very similar to my recipe for sandwich bread set. It called for oil, so we're going to replace the oil with butter, and it called for all-purpose flour, so we're going to replace that with bread flour just because I find all-purpose flour in bread to be too dry. So we're adapting it from the Great American Home Baking series. It's a bunch of recipe index cards, and I got this from one of my friends from the Quilt Club. She's a retired home ec teacher. To make this bread, which will make 2 loaves, we're going to use 1/3 cup of dried red lentils and 2 cups of water and a ½ teaspoon of salt. Then for the main bread part, we're going to use 1 cup of warm water, a cup of milk, 6 to 7 cups of bread flour, 2 1/4 teaspoons of dry active yeast or an envelope of yeast, a ½ stick of butter, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. All right, so to a 2-quart saucepan, we're gonna add our water, our salt, and add our 1/3 cup of red lentils. Then we're gonna cook this on medium heat for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're tender. Then we're gonna completely let them cool before going to the next step. So in a large bowl, so we're gonna add our warm water that should be between 105 and 110 degrees. 2 teaspoons and 1/4. Then we're gonna let this stand for 5 minutes. Okay, it's been 5 minutes, so we're gonna add our milk. The 2 tablespoons of sugar. 2 teaspoons of salt. So the directions say to use a heavy-duty electric mixer with a fitted paddle attachment, or a dough hook, I guess, and set it on low speed and beat in the flour a ½ cup at a time until stiff dough forms. So what I've taught in previous bread videos, to scoop your bread flour into your cup. That way you don't pack it in. Then level it off. So we're on low speed. And I think I forgot the lentils in the last step. Oh my, this is why I should start earlier. All right, we'll get these in. So we have 3 cups of flour in along with the lentils. All right, see how it's coming along the side of the bowl clean? That means you've added enough flour. So now we're going to add our butter. And I've cut it into slices so it incorporates faster. So notice how the dough is coming off the bowl side of the bowl clean. That means you have enough flour in here. So we're going to knead this for 10 minutes in a bosh. Then you can shape it and put it in a pan and let it rise for an hour, and then throw it in the oven. If you have a KitchenAid, you want to knead this 5 to 7 minutes, then let it rise shape it into a ball, then let it rise for an hour, then shape it for a loaf pan, then let it rise another half hour. That's the great thing about a bosh. You don't have to wait that extra. And in the bosh, you want to knead it on the highest setting you possibly have on your machine. My machine only has 2 speeds. And when you're changing speeds, you want to wait 30 seconds before going to the next speed faster. So that also goes in reverse. So when you're done kneading, you want to, from 30 seconds to the end, you want to just skip down to the speed 1, wait 30 seconds, then turn it off. That helps your machine last longer. Alright, take the lid off. Take the dough hook off. And maybe I should have floured my fingers first. So excited to get in here. Alright. We'll flour our surface here. And I'm just rubbing flour into the bowl just to get the last of the dough out of here. Stop sticking to my fingers. Alright, then you just want to shape it into a ball. Just pull it closer to you. Alright, this will make 2 loaves. Alright, so we're going to cut this in half. If I wanted to be picky, I would weigh it and make sure they weighed close to each other, but I don't feel like it. Alright. We're going to flour our surface and we're going to flatten it to a rectangle. Put my pan in and lightly grease my pan. probably don't even need to do that since I've used it so many times, but I'll do it anyhow. All right, so to shape sandwich bread, you just want to stretch it out. And get all the air out. Then you want to roll it tightly. Leave a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite way to use beans in a recipe. I know I like chili, but you can only have chili so many times a year until it gets old. So let me know what you do. And pinch the seam. And pull it towards you so it seals up. And we'll place it in the pan. And we're going to shape the other one. I bet this will make a good dinner roll too. Just weigh them out in 2-ounce servings or 60 grams at this stage and roll them up. All right, we're going to pinch our seam together. Tuck it in, poke, poke, poke. And just pinch it shut. And I'm going to pinch off the air bubbles I see. And we'll put them in our bread pan. I'm going to place a flour sack towel over them and put them in my oven with the light on where it might be 80 degrees and help them to rise. It's been an hour, so I'm going to place them in the oven at 375 for 35 minutes. When bread comes out of the oven, you want to let it sit in the pans for 5 minutes to set up. Then you want to remove them from the pans because the pans will continue to cook them and it will continue to dry them out. So only 5 minutes, then put them on cooling racks. Remember to let them cool completely unless you're going to eat the whole loaf right there. Because when you cut into it, when it's still piping hot, that steam will release very quickly and you'll get a very dry crumb. And no one wants that because that's not good eats. Alright, slice this bread up and see what it looks like inside. Now that looks like it was store-bought. Let me look. Just look. Oh my. I'm like, where's the beans? You saw them go in. you go. Look. Definitely sturdy enough for a sandwich. I think I'll have an egg sandwich this morning. Well, Howard's in for lunch, so I'm going to fix him up his favorite sandwich, a hot ham and cheese. Can you tell they're even in there?
Mm-hmm. It's different. Pretty good.
They're better than the brown lentils that I tried with the last loaf.
Different taste.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even taste it in this one, though.
It tastes different, I think.
Are you going to eat all that?
Yeah.
Remember, God gave you a great day. Now go do something great. If you made it this far into the video, I'm sure you're loving the content of this channel. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram for more great content. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and God bless.